Welcome back, everyone. It's been a very long time since I made any video like this, and I want to start doing more, but I don't know what the response is. So if these get a lot of views, if people like these type of videos that I make, then I'll go ahead and do it. And actually, what's funny is like the fifth video I ever made on YouTube was like a video of like me trying to make money in stocks or something like that. And it's funny my channel took a whole different direction, but I want to showcase some of the main apps that I've seen a lot of people utilize of actually making money from their iPhone or Android, which is a really easy thing to do. And I'll go ahead and leave some links in the description of all these apps that I will mention. Basically, here's the full list of apps that I'm going to be mentioning in this video. I think there was another one, but I may have deleted it. But these are the main ones that I saw, which is really awesome. So again, these will be linked down below for iPhones and Androids. Now, I will say, I think one of the best things that I've seen people do recently, especially during quarantine and all that, was door dashing, Uber Eats, stuff like that. I've seen so many people make so much money off that, which is super crazy. So if you're into that kind of stuff, if you have a car, if you're mobile, then definitely I would probably recommend that. But those are kind of throughout your phone using apps and stuff. But regardless, these are also really cool things too. So the very first app that I saw a lot of people mention that's really cool in my opinion is an app called Foap. So what this app basically does, and here's a little bit of a little insight, it basically allows you to kind of sell your photos in a way. So if you're somebody who takes a lot of photos off your phone, on cameras or whatever, you can basically utilize your phone and the photos that you've already taken and create them and make them royalty free and have businesses use them, have users use them, and basically they can pay you. If your photos are good enough, then that's awesome. Now, if you're taking like selfies and you're posting them, I really don't think anybody's gonna buy them. But if you're taking photos like this photo, for example, or photos that you think a business person could use or whatever, then you might actually be able to make some money. Like things like this, like photos like this, and also are pretty cool too. And you can see won $100 and a whatever, and then sold his photo for $10. So that's pretty impressive in my opinion. And businesses need photos, companies need photos, and they're not going to go and hire out a photographer every single day to take these photos. They just want to pay somebody to give them photos, and they basically use them in ads and stuff. So if you're comfortable with that, this is a tremendous app. This one's called Foap, and again, this will be linked down below. None of these apps are sponsored, by the way. I wish that they were, but it's not. Actually, I probably could have got them sponsored, but I didn't even think about it. But regardless, that's one. However, that's one that I heard a lot of people use. Now, this next one, which is really kind of interesting, I've seen a lot of stuff about it. It's called Field Agent. Now, I didn't make accounts for them or anything because I was hoping they would have kind of like a thing. Basically, what Field Agent is, and it's not like a new thing. They basically, sometimes, companies have to like Walmart and, other companies like that. They require some certain people to do certain tasks within the store, buy this certain product, do this, do that. And basically they want to see what the experience is. They want to see, make sure everything's good and everything. And they'll pay you for that. They'll pay you for the, specific item itself most of the time. And they just basically want insight. They want to hear, some customer feedback and all that. So Field Agent is basically an app that can do that. And I think this is for both iPhones and, Androids. And it's a very cool theory. I actually like this one a lot. Again, I haven't used it. I haven't used any of these apps, but based off everyone's opinion on it, it seems like a pretty decent app for sure. So that's another one I would recommend looking into. Again, it does require you to like leave and go to the stores and stuff sometimes, but this is another really cool thing. And I think they do have some surveys as well that you can fill out. So that's another really awesome thing that I've seen as well. And people have made some decent money off this thing. Now, the next one is called Dosh. Now, this one is also another pretty interesting one as well. And again, I'll kind of go ahead and show you. So it's kind of the same theory. You go to these specific stores, you fill out these certain tasks and stuff, and you basically get money back. So a lot of these things aren't necessarily like you do this and you get paid, but most of the time it is like cash back and, certain things like that. I think there are some other offers through here. So here's some online orders, online offers and stuff. So this one isn't as crazy, but if you're already going to these stores, if you're already going to Sam's Club or you're already getting Apple Music, you can get some cash back through this one as well, which is another really cool thing. So this is another app that I would recommend looking at. It's not necessarily going to make you billions of dollars, but it's another cool little app that I also saw. So that one is called Dash. Now this next one is Google Rewards. Now, this is one app that I've seen a lot of people talk about for so many years, and it's still so underrated. I don't know why people don't even mention this that often, but this is another app where basically you can fill out surveys, you can go ahead and keep earning rewards. Basically, it's like sometimes you have to download apps and, give rewards, but this is straight from Google themselves. This is from the hands and mouth of Google, which is crazy. So if you're on an Android device, I've seen a lot of people on Reddit do these type of things, and it basically pays for like their Google Play, music subscription or their Spotify subscription and all those things. So this is another huge app that I've seen a lot of people do. And I'm pretty sure the setup isn't super crazy. I could easily go and log in right now, but this is another app, and I'd recommend you guys to look at them. I'm doing like a very okay job at explaining it, but I basically want you to get understood and kind of put it in your face that there's a lot of different options out there. So this is an app that I've been hearing people talk about for years. Now, these other ones I've kind of heard. Field Agent I heard a lot about actually, but these other ones were kind of like, ones that more recently I've heard of, Field Agent besides. But this one is one that I've seen a lot of people talk about. So this is another huge one in my opinion that's really, really awesome. Now there was another one called TaskRabbit, and I'm not really too sure where that one went. Now TaskRabbit is another one of those specific websites that allow you to basically create jobs in a way, or do jobs that are kind of not mundane, but are needed for a lot of people, and they could go from anywhere from help moving to furniture assembly to mounting to house repairs. And if you're a good handyman, if you're creative, there's some creative apps here too, yard work, different things like that. You can basically go ahead and find these specific jobs in your area by using your phone and actually go ahead and complete them. And that's another huge thing. Not every single person wants to go and hire a company and spend a ton of money, doing these jobs when they can just hire somebody out, have them do the job, and do it that way. Now this is just like the other one, like I stated before, is a little bit not as practical for some people, but it may be the most practical option for some people out there. If you don't have a job, but if you have like time, and if you have a car and stuff, or even a bike, and you want to go ahead and utilize it, then definitely completing these jobs would be a really, really awesome thing to do. Because a lot of people may have some time, but they don't necessarily have a job, or they may have lost their job or whatever. And this is a really, really awesome tactic that you can actually use and utilize to actually go and create some extra revenue. And I feel like with these specific ones, like help moving and furniture assembly and mounting, these things are always going to be here. People are always going to need these type of jobs, which is really, really important. It's not like it's, fill out the survey and do this. Like with Google rewards, jobs come and go, and it can be a while before you get another one. But by using an app like this, you can actually probably, find jobs all the time, depending on your area, of course. But that's another one. This one is called TaskRabbit, and definitely one of my favorite ones as well. Now, some honorable mentions, which I wasn't going to mention anyway, but I'll go ahead and mention them anyway. The Microsoft Rewards is one of my favorite things that I always recommend people to do. Now, this is like making money. You can use your phone for it too and everything, but it isn't necessarily going to pay out the most. And basically what Microsoft Rewards is, and I've made tons of videos on it, and I don't know if you can necessarily use your phone on it. You may need an internet browser, but this is why it's an honorable mention. Microsoft Rewards, basically from Microsoft, just like Google Rewards, they pay you back by, completing certain things, filling out certain surveys, and more importantly, using the Bing search engine, not the Bing Rewards, but by using the Bing search engine, you can go ahead and make some extra points. They use points in their system, not necessarily dollars, but once you garner up a certain amount of points by filling out surveys, by, using the Bing search engine and all that stuff, you can basically go ahead and actually redeem those points for gift cards, for all these other things, in-game purchases. So I know a lot of people that just use Bing as their daily search engine, and they just get points that way, and it's super easy. It's super frictionless. You can probably even set it up for your phone itself, and you can just make points and get points just by using a search engine that you're probably already going to make. And I know a lot of people that I've read posts online. I don't know anybody personally, but I know a lot of people online that have made posts and posts and posts about, oh, basically like, the Xbox Game Pass pays for itself every month because I'm able to go ahead and just, redeem my points for the Xbox Game Pass. And that's a really cool thing. Like that type of concept is so cool to me. And it's, really interesting. I'm surprised Microsoft is still doing it. They've been doing it for a couple of years now, but that's another honorable mention. If you want to sign up, again, links are down below. I don't think even it's like a referral link. It's just like links to the website. So that's really pretty much it. This was a long video. It's probably one of the longest ones on my second channel. But if you guys have any other questions, or if you have any other apps that may be super cool that I didn't even mention, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.